didn't see that clip. What was that whole thing?
She was
giving advice to people.
Yeah. I think they were talking about something else, but then at the end, like she was just saying, like, you know, if you want to be successful and all that stuff,
Get
off your ass and work, because that's how you're gonna do it. And everybody's just like, this born rich motherfucker.
She was like, being poor, being born into a poor family is a state of mind. Okay.
She said that?
I didn't hear.
But basically,
I mean,
but like
basically,
basically, she's
then
like,
I can understand why
work
niggas
harder.
hate her.
Yeah, she was just like, work harder.
But even if it's the implication, it's still you're a person who was born rich. A person born rich. Oh, you touch it. A person who's born rich telling you to work hard. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of strange.
You got famous off a sex tape. Like,
so now, what about
like he
so
worked.
You really
he
think there's
worked
some
hard.
messages that some people are not to say? Because if we're being really fair, that message does apply.
yeah,
So
she
what?
didn't say anything wrong,
Changing
but
your situation.
it's her.
No,
In fact, it's coming
it's
from her.
who it's coming from.
I know.
Right.
I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you really think there are some messages that some people shouldn't be able to deliver?
Yes.
Or should not.
I do.
I want to jump in on this because fuck that. Kim ain't say shit wrong. Free Kim.
Okay, well, if a white person tells you, like, if you want to get out of your situation, you need to do this and do that, it's like, well, who are you to tell me?
It's different because she truly didn't do it in the way that would make us be mad at her. She didn't say, if you want to be where I am, you should do this. She didn't like bring any of her shit into it. She just said people should work hard. And
I know, but did you?
My concern, okay,
Like-
so here's my concern with the brunt of the
I
backlash.
think she for sure worked hard.
Yeah.
Yes, I think she
Oh,
did
for
too.
sure.
I think she
For
did.
sure.
I think
For
she
sure.
did too.
I have
Not
no
only
doubt. She works very hard.
not only that, my concern with the brunt of the backlash is that people are feeling attacked because they know they don't do shit in life. Like I feel like they. Here's the thing: if it was a guy who was a paraplegic who did everything in his world, like to do what he could, and he just made some accomplishment. He said, "Work hard." It's a motivational message to you.
Wait. You say if
saying?
somebody came from the bottom to the top, you said?
Yeah, that's most of it. But
Yeah.
if they say
That's
the same
not
thing,
Kim.
right? But I'm saying we should be able to separate
If
the message
Kim
from the
did
person.
that, then it would be like,
But
I
I'm
wanna-
saying she never
did it. So
she never threw her
I
accomplishments.
can't be born rich.
But she never threw her accomplishments at anybody. There's also people in the world who are born rich and fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
But
who did
she's
that.
not
There's
saying
still
if you're
sons
rich
out there,
already,
but-
don't fuck it up. She's saying
But
if
what-
you're, you know.
No,
But I
but
think
the
that the biggest-
statement she said in general, I don't feel like the
I
statement
know
she
it's
said
not
was
what
crazy.
she said that's
I
wrong.
don't think
It's
it was
who it's coming
offensive.
from.
I just think it was
Right.
tone deaf, right? Like read
Yeah,
the room.
yeah.
That's all. She didn't read the room.
Well, see, I don't know
Yeah.
what the room she was standing in when
That's
she
what I'm
said
saying.
that.
the room. Well, I mean, like the room being
Nobody was
America.
there,
The
but-
room being the America. The room being
Oh
the
no,
world.
I know, but
Yeah.
but what was why? What I'm saying is, was this in an interview? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With her
What-
sisters
what-
were there.
Like, what was the video? Where were they at in the video? Like,
Right,
was it
right.
an interview?
Standing
I'm interviewing
somewhere.
you, and I'm like, what would you give? What advice would you give to somebody?
It was like
Trying to be in
her
your
and her
position.
sisters
I don't know that
and her
actually. That's a good
mom
question.
standing behind like a dresser.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a dresser, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Or it was
It
some
looked like a
weird
lobby to
object.
me,
It was
but-
some weird, like
yeah.
whatever. It was some large, like a podium type object almost. But like
Yeah.
they were kind of like, I think they were in a closet. Were they in a closet?
No.
I don't even know
like
where they were.
Am I imagining this weird? I feel like
I
I've
don't
never seen
even
this
know
picture.
It looked like
They're
all I
you
know it was
this
a
thing.
beige room.
It was just it was a weird.
So it
yeah,
looked
it was
like a lobby or something like that.
maybe it was a lobby.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, she
Yeah.
was in this room and she's standing there with just her mom and her sisters, and she's giving this you
And
know,
advice,
Work
just
hard.
work hard. A lot of
hard.
people
I
don't
think
want
it
to
was-
like to work hard.
I think it was International Women's Day. I think
it was.
That's what it
It
was.
was. It
That's what it
definitely
It was
was.
something
Yeah.
that they were just
Yeah, it
broadcasting
was.
from the house.
Yeah,
it
But
was.
what I'm saying, what my question is to you though is, see, I'm not minimizing her level of work compared to the position she started in. So
Right.
Rob Kardashian,
But it
yes,
is starting
yes.
ahead though.
That's okay.
For sure, for
But
sure.
But it was never
but
a comparison.
I still don't
though.
think that
That's the
she
thing.
turned in maybe her dad's $500,000 salary a year to $1 billion empire. I still don't think that. I don't minimize that level of work it takes
to do that.
from Kris Jenner to Kim Kardashian, no matter how they got it, to $500,000 to $1 million a year to $1 billion
That's
empire.
a
You know what I'm
grind.
saying? So
But
I
she
don't-
got to that point. Wait, you
Chris,
said from
the
the
real
sex tape?
worker.
Exactly. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that, to me, I still don't mind her being the messenger for that, because I feel like that grind is just as hard as the projects to the millionaire status.
Right.
I
Right.
think
Like there's
the
still a
millionaire-
grind
I
that
think
goes
millionaire
into
to
it.
billionaire.
It's a grind, but
think
it's from
millionaire to-
two different. It's like from you starting from the starting line and her starting from up here.
Right, but the thing is, she never ever like positioned it in a way that it was like she's using what she had or she's talking about herself specifically.
I know. It
was just a
everybody
message to
brought
say,
that irony up.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
this rich person is
Right,
telling us
exactly.
to work hard.
But-
Isn't that ironically
But
funny?
that's my concern with that. Why the fuck did we go there with it?
Because
she
it's because
no,
you
because
can't ignore
motherfuckers aren't
irony.
working, bro.
Huh?
Because niggas is lazy. That's
No.
why it went there, bro.
I think that's what it is.
That's
'Cause
why
this
it
is
went
the
there,
thing,
bro. Because niggas ain't working. It's lazy, bro.
Okay, bro. This is the one thing I know about rich white people.
But
bro.
she was lazy too. She was laying on her back.
No, I'm saying
But-
that's why there's
No,
backlash,
no.
bro.
This is something
Yeah.
that I learned from rich white people, white people that were born rich. I used to grow up around them, bro, and I even encounter them now, bro. They really do be working about 10, 12 hours a day.
They work, bro.
All of them. These niggas work hard. Even the
Yeah.
ones that are successful now, like these niggas be working nonstop. I know niggas getting it that still don't put in many hours in as a rich white person that I
Right.
know that is running whatever his corporation or business is. So I just don't. I think what the biggest thing is, I think that we don't see. Let me give you this example. The Bushes. There was 2 Bushes that were fucking presidents. You think them niggas start their days at 4:00 in the morning?
Right.
I'm sure they do, and I'm sure they don't go to bed till 10.
Right.
I think they work just as hard to maintain to the point that they were able to get 2 presidents in,
Right.
a senior and a junior. I think they work just as hard in their day that somebody does from taking themselves from the projects to millionaire status. Yeah. I think those hustles are the same.
So if they didn't work, if the Bushes didn't work, they would
there would
lose
be
their
one-
money.
Yeah,
they
wouldn't be able to maintain it.
They're not.
bro.
These rich white people are not there. We just don't see them. We don't.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. We don't see rich white people. We know they running shit. We don't see their work day. A lot of us don't see their work
Right.
day. I've seen their work day. I've seen a couple of them. These niggas are going.
Yes,
bruh.
I have too.
Yeah, they go. Like
seen it
Ryan
come.
Seacrest ain't Ryan Seacrest because people like his personality. Ryan Seacrest is Ryan Seacrest because
Right.
they like his personality, and he has like 4 full-time jobs, and he works like
Right.
12-hour days.
Now, did
Yeah.
you have a better
You know-
starting place, and did you have something that you could use?
I was gonna
flip
get to
and
that.
you could-
I was like, what? Was
Yes.
he born rich?
No.
Or-
So did you have a better starting place? Did you have places you could flip shit? Yes, you
For
did.
sure.
For sure. 100% for
you don't
sure.
maintain it
But you
and
don't maintain
grow it.
that without work.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
For sure.
So that's right. It's just different levels
Yeah.
of how to get to where she is. Like,
But even
it's just different
disregarding,
levels.
but even disregarding
Yeah.
that wasn't even brought up. The fact that people are outraged about just a message that didn't involve what she has or how she got what she had, it was just a message. That speaks to me. That says the brunt of that majority are people who are just saying in general, "Who are you to tell me work hard because you don't have?" Nigga, if it was from anybody else, you would just shut the fuck up about it and realize you don't work hard. I just feel like it's people.
If
who,
it was Kanye that
it's
said
like-
it, I think people would take it like, oh,
It's
okay,
like
'cause
it's like
he
a hit dog
literally
will holler.
came from the
It's
bottom.
like a hit dog will
He's from-
holler,
yeah,
right?
he's
That's
from-
like
Yeah.
that's like the country term, right? The country slang is like or phrase a hit dog will holler. So I could say something about a group of people out loud, and the people that it affects the most will be the ones that bark back at me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I feel like it affected people who truly. I'm concerned. Okay, fuck it. It comes from this. I'm an old head now. I'm concerned about where we going.
Yeah,
I don't think people really believe in hard work anymore, and I don't.
Well, yeah, that's a generational
and that's,
thing. Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
think she's speaking to, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I said, it's not what the message. It's who it's coming from. If
I think
Kanye
that's
said those
bullshit.
exact words, it's what's the expression where it's just like
Get it though?
you're talking from experience.
It's just
I can't remember what
better,
it is.
like you said. It's received better from somebody.
Yeah, it was just like who is coming from. You know, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
He's had an apparent struggle. Yeah, like it's an he's had an obvious struggle that is like. Okay, so I mean,
It's
I
more
don't think
digestible,
it,
for sure.
I don't
It's
think
more
it makes her
digestible.
struggle
I get it.
invalid. I do not. I do not think that it makes her point invalid by any means. I totally
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
what she's saying is
I totally get what
right.
you're saying. She's making a valid point.
I think you should be able to separate the two, though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is-
and,
this- so
and
this is-
people are
so
having a
I
tough
think
time.
this is what
It'd
me
be like
and
a rich person
from
saying,
her.
"Hey, like everybody
I
should
think
have,
this is what- I
you know,
think this is what me
green
and
stuff." You know,
I think this is what me and Leon are getting at, though. So we feel like people shouldn't even have to say what you just said.
What?
We feel like people shouldn't have to say, but look who's saying. We feel
Right.
like people shouldn't even think that.
But wouldn't that
way.
just be
Right.
built blind?
No, I think you should. I think if you were in the right mindset, you would think that's
No.
a good message. Like I think.
No,
I
they're
think you
saying it
shouldn't
is a good. That nobody's saying that it's not a
The
good
people
message.
are saying it's
I don't
like
think it
who the
should
fuck-
irritate anybody.
It should
No,
irritate
they're
you.
mad.
Yeah, it
at
doesn't
who-
irritate me. I mean,
they're
I just-
mad at
I roll my
who's
eyes.
saying the message
Why,
because
though?
because it's ironic. That's why. It's
Is it,
ironic.
though?
It's
Okay.
ironic. It's
I
it's
agree.
ironic.
Like
Is
you
it
said, like you
ironic?
a
said,
rich person telling me to work hard.
But-
a
but-
person,
yeah,
a
they
person
might
perceive the
born
message
rich.
as what it
Yeah.
They might have, but you.
Sure.
But so what do you speak to the people who are born rich and fuck richness up? Like it takes mindset, it takes.
Okay.
Well, she's not saying if
that's
you're
sad.
rich already.
Okay, like okay, for that example, okay, that is super sad, but
that's
kind
not
of
what
in a
she's
funny
talking
way,
about.
Like,
Why
why
is that
kind
so
of
sad?
funny too?
Right.
Why is that so sad? There's
Yeah,
people
but-
out there who
because-
get riches and fuck it up.
Right,
Because
that's
they
just
don't
kind of
work.
funny. Like that's
But
not like
that's not what
like,
she's talking about. She's talking about going from rags to riches.
Right.
She's not talking about, hey, if you're rich already, don't fuck it up.
Right, but
She's talking about something that she can't do.
But what
fucking
I'm
up rags to riches is the average American story.
Right.
When you come from nothing
That she doesn't
and you're
have.
trying to get to something,
It's the-
and you
it's the
slip
Cinderella
up
story.
and you go to
It's-
jail
yeah.
or something, and that fucked up your whole story. That's
No,
sad
I got
as
it,
shit.
Leon. I got
Go
it.
That's
ahead.
sad.
You know,
as shit.
I know you.
But
Go
if
ahead.
you're
Go ahead.
if you're
I
super
know.
wealthy and
I
you do
know
the
how
same
to
thing,
make
that's
y'all
not
see
sad.
it. I know how to make
Go
y'all
ahead,
see
go
it.
ahead, go ahead,
I
go
know
ahead.
how to make y'all see it to where y'all gotta respect it on
Okay.
all levels.
ahead.
I got it. Okay, was Rob Kardashian rich?
The son or the
The
dad?
father,
No,
senior.
That's his name?
No.
Rob Kardashian went from the trenches
Yeah, he did.
to Hollywood,
Yeah.
right?
He's a lawyer, though.
Right.
He's a
did.
lawyer, though.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It
But
don't
he
matter.
did that
That's
himself.
good.
Yeah,
But
no, I like that.
okay.
I like
He was
that. That's good
OJ's
hard work.
lawyer,
That's
too.
good hard
And-
work.
but- but
he
he
started
did
from the
that.
trap.
He was he was a highly intelligent.
I don't
man.
think he.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
He
think
worked
he.
for that.
I don't think he had I don't think he had a upper middle class upbringing at all. I
Okay,
think he was
okay,
a regular
okay.
ass dude that went from low income to high income, being
Okay.
a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
He worked hard to get there.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You don't think that same level of work hard he put into his
His kids,
wife
his
and his
family.
daughters,
Like
Absolutely.
the way
his
he's
kids,
teaching them.
and that's why they were able to take $1 million
Exactly.
foundation he set and make it billions.
Well,
I
if-
think he
I
can.
think
you
he-
see what I'm
I
saying?
No, no,
see
no.
exactly
That's
what
true.
you're
I'm
saying,
saying what
bro.
you're saying.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I don't think that. That's why.
But
I
they're
don't
different.
believe-
They're two different games
It's
almost.
not though.
Yeah.
It's not. All of it is still working hard. This is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but it's different
But
levels.
I don't think we're
Starting points. It's different starting
Maintaining
points.
wealth versus
Yeah.
right.
It's different
basic-
starting points.
It's-
They
versus
did,
yeah, there's
no, they
definitely-
did more
I'm-
than
like I said,
maintain.
and I'm
They went
like-
from millions to
Yeah.
billions.
They
bro.
built wealth. They
and like I
built
said, I'm-
wealth.
I'm- I cannot
After she
deny
fucked
their
somebody,
struggle.
by the way.
I'm kind of like.
But
It
even
don't
all
matter.
of them,
Yeah.
because even
Plenty of people
even
fuck somebody
Kylie and
and
Kim.
That's what I'm saying. It don't matter. Plenty of people did that.
There's more than one billionaire in that family.
Yeah, so if she said, "Hey, fuck somebody," and then maintain that wealth that you get from it, then people
Well,
would be
my
like,
thing
"Oh,
is,
okay,
How
she
many
did
people
that."
have we seen do that and they don't have billions like them?
Yeah, well, if she said that, then everybody would be like, "Oh, in agreement," because all those people
guess
who
what? A
failed
lot
at
of
that.
people
But that's
tried
not
and
what
still
she's
don't have a
talking
billion.
about.
But why are we even bringing up her life when she never brought it up herself?
I don't
She
think
was
Because
literally just giving a
because
message.
it's ironic that she didn't read the room that you said that.
But why do
oh,
we
wait
have
a minute,
to?
I'm a you know
Listen,
I didn't have those.
I
I'm gonna
think
tell
she
people to
took
do
that-
something I didn't do.
I
Like,
think her
Right.
dad had the from the mud.
Yeah,
From
mentality.
So if he
I think-
said that-
I think he
and
had
gave
from.
it to her.
I think he had. I think her father had from rags to riches hustle mentality.
Yep, gave
Yes.
it to her.
Took
Yep.
them from took himself from rags to riches and brought his family with, and also taught his daughters and had his wife learn
Really
the
taught
rags
his
to riches.
wife.
I
and
think
then
so.
his
Really taught
his wife,
and then-
probably.
I
And
think
then
so.
really taught his wife, and she
Yeah.
probably had her own level of
Yup.
it. Because if she's not from anywhere,
'Cause they were probably a
affluent
team.
as well.
Yeah.
She know
then
what's up
she got
too.
the same hustle.
Yeah.
So now we got two people with rag to riches hustle.
Hustle.
Teaching now
Our
a
kids.
rich
low-
to riches
low-
hustle.
a rich to empire hustle.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm
so
saying.
which
Nobody's
I
starting
think-
from
so
rich.
Shane,
the people
if-
she's
so-
talking to isn't
Shane-
starting from rich.
so
So
Shane,
I don't
if you-
think we're allowed to be like
Facts.
But
Go
she
ahead.
just hasn't said. I don't think we're allowed to bring that up.
We
at
don't.
all.
We're not, bro.
When
We're not.
speaking
out
of
loud.
Shane,
Because look at
so
Kyrie
Shane,
and Kendall.
if
They're
you-
not even
no, no,
Rob's
wait.
kids.
not allowed,
and
but
they're
I don't
doing-
think that should be.
that shouldn't be a point of
We're only
conversation.
throwing it in there as a diss.
That's all. It's
As
just
a,
that's
as
all.
a,
Or
as,
it could
as
be-
a, as
That's
an
all.
L on her.
That's all my thing. I'm just okay. So
But
my
if we
only
just
thing is
talking
like
about the business, flawless victory.
my only thing is my
That's what
thing
I'm
is like
saying, bro.
okay. Here's my issue.
No,
Here's my
good
issue. Here's my
business,
thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
other people's hustle when it actually is somebody coming from like a you know like a recognizable struggle to like people on like the ground level. It's like there's no room to like clown them. There's no room to be funny about that. There's no room for humor in that. But I'm like, my thing is just like, okay, my thing is, look, is it okay for her to handle just a little bit of irony? Just speak like she got it. She good. She earned it. She totally earned it. I do not deny
That's
that.
so
but like,
unfair, bro.
Yeah, I don't
we
think it's
handle
a
a
little
little
bit
irony?
negative.
That's
It's
so
just
we
like
handle some
the
irony?
irony of someone
That's
who
so
started
unfair,
from
bro,
wealth
because,
telling me to
because
work
I
hard.
hope to make my children rich, bro.
So that
That's
means,
so unfair,
so
bro.
you
Yeah.
know what?
And
So
I'm
that,
not-
so that
but I'm
means,
saying, like, can we not have thick
hold up,
skin?
I
Like,
got
can
it.
we
I
not-
got it. So that means that when Sean Combs Jr.
That's
when he becomes the age when he has a message like that, we're not allowed to accept his message. Either.
Right, bro. Like, come on.
Oh, you mean coming from being rich?
That's what you're saying, bro.
Yes.
I'm not
cool,
cool,
no,
bro.
And I can't. I'm not allowed to
Here's
accept
my
that.
thing.
I'm not allowed to accept that message from Romeo.
You feel me?
I'm not allowed to accept that message
I'm
from
talking about
Romeo.
right there, bro. We on the same page, nigga. I
Yeah.
feel you.
No.
Nigga, I feel you. This episode,
My
bro.
answer
I'm
is
getting mad at this shit, bro. I'm getting mad at this shit, bro. I done had arguments with like 8 niggas about this, bro. I'm mad at this shit, bro.
Well, what does that tell you?
I ain't gonna hold. I'm mad, nigga. We need to
You know
fucking
what I'm
get
talking
it, bro.
about.
I'm mad,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
All right,
bro,
look. We can accept the message from. Like I said, that's
It's
like,
not
that,
the
that
message
wasn't
that's
where
the
my face
problem.
came from. Like I said, the message is fine. We can accept
Yeah.
the message from Romeo when he comes down the line. But what I'm saying is that it's ironic, guys.
It's
Can we not
ironic that a
admit
rich
it's
person is
ironic?
telling you
Can
that who was born
like
rich.
we were talking about
Excuse
before.
me. Yeah,
Remember when I
yeah.
came before? We were talking about ambivalence. The concept of ambivalence. You can
Word
have.
of the day, nigga.
You
Yeah.
can have. You see what I'm saying? You can simultaneously
I'm gonna
hold.
name this episode
Ambivalence.
Ambivalence.
Yes,
Facts,
you can
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
that someone has a good message and also simultaneously understand
The
that they're
irony
not
that
the
of who
best
it's coming
person
from.
to deliver the message.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
No, I
And let the
understand
message
that.
live. The message is gonna live on no
And-
matter what.
and people
I'm
like
not taking that from
Kanye,
her, and I can't.
if he
I'm
said
nobody.
that, then it's
and
like,
even if
okay.
I was somebody, I couldn't take that from her. I'm just saying it's ironic. It's funny.
Yeah.
If we can't laugh like this, are we that
But
serious?
here's the
Are we
thing.
that,
Here's
like,
here's my
committed?
concern. My concern is that we're inserting that irony ourselves.
No, it's
wait,
there.
but
We're just pointing it out.
We're not.
But
a
why?
fact.
Because she never brought it to attention. So the fact that we're
I know,
pointing out
that's
the
why
irony in
it's
that
stupid.
sense, it's like
Yes.
I'm not
Because
against
she's
it.
not
I'm
seeing
just
it. It's going over her head, and we're
It's
like,
not,
"Hey,
though.
don't you see this thing?
So
don't you see
it's-
the elephant in the room over here?"
Here's
Has
the thing.
she
It's not.
responded? Has she responded to the backlash?
Hey,
Probably
the
not.
thing is, it wouldn't be. So if it was me, and if it was me, like I wouldn't think it was going over my head either. Because if I'm a hustler who, if I was given this, but I know I hustled for everything I gained, I'd be delivering that message, and I'm not thinking it's going over people's head. I'm not thinking this is ironic. I'm thinking I'm a hustler.
You're saying if
and
you
I'm
were
giving
born
this-
rich, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I was born rich and I hustled to make myself richer and I
Yeah.
did a lot of shit to make it happen and I went to the right rooms and I made connections and I put investments in and I watched them shits flip and then I paid people and I hired employees and I did this and I did all this shit myself and I spent hours and hours and hours, weeks doing this and I delivered a message, I wouldn't think that it's ironic
Yeah,
that
well,
I'm
if-
delivering this message. I'd be like, I'm a hustler, nigga.
Yeah,
And this is how you get it.
And she
I know.
is.
And
tell
if
you the
Kim
message.
was just like, yeah,
And I would tell you the message. That's all I'm
regardless of
saying.
where I started from, blah 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 blah. blah. You know,
That's
then
all
people
I'm
be like,
saying,
oh,
like-
she's mindful about how she started. But
Right.
since she didn't mention that, then it's like, oh, she's not even mindful of where she started.
Okay. So I can maybe agree with you in that sense
And
that
that's
like
all.
there's-
That's all it
but
was.
I also feel like that's
Acknowledge the irony
I
with
also
us.
feel like
That's all
I
it
also
is.
feel
Just
like
say.
sometimes that's a little bit of an unfair.
Because we all
way that
know
we
how
live.
she started. Like we get it. Like it's been decades. Like
Well, what I mean
we
is-
get it
what I
now.
mean
yeah,
is
but
it's
does
like,
she know how?
when we-
how she started? That's the thing. It's
Of
just, hey,
course, she's had interviews about it. Like
When society
she
get
makes
when-
money off that sex tape.
Yeah, she did.
Even still,
She did. I mean, and
got
granted,
that
she
bitch on
definitely
porn.
had.
It's on porn.
And I don't want to. I don't want to downplay the fact that she didn't. She had a start and she had a thing that boomed her 100%. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
She started off low. Let's not forget she was definitely Paris Hilton's assistant.
And she used to be
She
at
was the
Wendy
one
Williams
cleaning
show
her
all the
fucking
time,
closet
sitting
and
down over
picking her
there.
clothes and shit like
According
that.
to Charlamagne, she used to be at Wendy Williams all the time, just sitting down, like listening,
Yeah.
trying to talk and
Mhm.
network
Trying to
and
get
shit
in
like
there,
that, trying to
yeah.
get in there. So she like was doing some of that shit too.
Yeah.
But like I understand where she came, like how she got it and stuff like that, and I get where people
Just
are
starting
coming
points
from
that we're arguing.
and
Just
starting
starting
points,
points,
and all
yeah.
that. It's just like I'm mad that that's what we get from somebody trying to deliver a message. That's how I guess that's what I'm most concerned about.
Okay.
Somebody delivered a positive message about
Working
being
hard.
better, working hard, and the first thing we
It
did was
yeah.
tear it apart.
But
instead
I
of
bet
listening
they
to the
wouldn't do
message.
that if
And
it came
that-
from
Of course
Kanye
they
West.
wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't.
And
But
that's-
that's
and that's-
but that's the
that's the
problem.
No,
part
because
that we feel
Kanye
is
West.
That's my
No.
problem though.
No.
Yeah, that's the part we feel is wrong.
That's
No,
what I'm
what?
saying.
That it shouldn't
Like,
be
It shouldn't be
based
that.
off the messenger.
It should just come from
It
anybody,
should
like
just come
George
from-
W. Washington, George W. Bush, or
I mean,
whoever.
If
it's-
George W. Bush says
I
I became president because I work hard, I believe him. Nigga, 2 of them were in the office. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing out there?
Yeah.
With
We
their
have
father being
father
president,
and son
yeah, yeah.
as presidents? You think that shit is easy?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Illuminati
Actually,
shit.
I don't know, man. Politics, politics is a weird
Yeah, that
thing.
is different. That is,
Okay.
yeah,
Nepotism is real.
This
Nepotism is real.
This is the thing.
Nepotism
Yeah.
real.
Even if it was
that is real.
nepotism,
That's real.
even if it was great politics, you still got to get into a position where you can even
Yeah.
have those type of connections.
Correct.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Even if it's all money motivated, I had to make enough money to finesse 2 of us in here.
Yeah.
So either way we look at it,
One of us.
Either way,
pulling up
it's
strings,
working.
yeah,
But
you're
like
pulling
I
up
said,
strings,
like we're arguing just starting points. That's all we're arguing. And I know you're saying that
we
it
arguing
doesn't
starting
matter
points,
where
though?
you start from in order to say certain
I don't know
things.
where
And I'm
arguing
like,
starting points,
we're
bro.
arguing
But it
messenger.
does.
We're arguing
Messenger.
messenger.
Yeah, I don't think
Messenger.
we're arguing starting points, bro.
And I'm not saying that she can't say that. Like I said, she has every right.
She can
to
say
that.
it, but she'll get this.
But like I said, it's just
Yeah, she'll get
if you
this.
say it, then I'm allowed to acknowledge that there's irony.
Why?
I mean, and then I'm like, haha. And then she got her video off to millions of people, and like all I give was, I got a, that's kind of interesting. Like that's all I got. That's all she got out of me. And like, so what did I do to her?
This is
Trying to
why
come
I
up
don't
with
do
another-
motivational.
I can't hurt you. I can't
This
hurt
is why
her.
I personally don't do motivational speaking type shit. Because
Why?
You be up there
Because
getting
you're not
emotional.
born rich.
Yeah,
You're
man,
not
like-
born rich, so you would be okay.
No, but I be wanting to say shit and tell people the word, but in my head, I be like, who am I to tell people shit? You know what I'm saying? In my head, that's how I personally feel.
Well, you,
And I be
But
like,
you are not born rich.
for a reason, right? Because you have a relatable bottom to
Right.
You're
But
talking.
even-
You're
but even then-
you're preaching what
That's
you're
what- that's why-
preaching.
but-
What
but,
you're.
but I've made strides for myself that I hustled to get. And it's like, I feel like my message is valid and I feel like my mindset is valid, but I just don't do it. But if I was in that position, I'd probably be more inclined to.
Huh?
I just think about
Maybe.
the super real that I'm gonna cut to this. I'm gonna introduce it, and it's gonna be just us going at it. And
Yeah.
then at one point, it's just gonna be Leon.
You see that vein in his forehead?
I
Nigga eyes getting red.
It's gonna be a moment when a nigga is just like this.
I'm really upset, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
why
'Cause
people
he
don't
was
feel what I'm
hyped,
feeling,
But
bro.
it's gonna be so fun because I'm gonna put everybody's kind of point of view, and then how it just turns
Yeah.
out.
Shit heating me
But
up,
we'll
bro.
kill
Yeah,
it.
I'll give you this
y'all-
though. I'll
y'all
give you
gotta
this
tell-
though.
Yeah, go ahead. Close
No,
it out.
I'll give you this though. Like the whole like people getting angry about what she said. I'll give you that. That's just the times that we're in where everybody's knee jerky
Yeah,
and everybody
yeah, I
on
feel that.
social
I
media.
feel
We're
that.
in social media time. Everybody just get
I feel that.
angry.
Hey, diet down with this one where I'm calm.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that the irony that they're talking about is still valid. You know, like of just like.
I get it.
Oh,
I
this
get it,
person
though.
who was born rich telling me to go from rags to get to where she is. You know, like
That's
that's,
the-
just the irony.
And that's
of
my
it.
thing. She never said rags to riches. She never. But
Or-
I'm
you
leaving
know
it
what I
alone.
mean.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of things we're introducing into this, she never said.
Right.
And that's the point that I keep getting at. A lot of the pieces
But
that
it's
we're
funny that
introducing
she
into
didn't-
this, she never ever said. It was
Or-
just a
or not even
simple
said, but it's-
boom, like, hey, we need to work hard. People don't
It's
want to
just when
work.
you- it's
Try
just
to get
that-
into
those
this.
are
It's
space
when
of
you're
work.
not self-aware. When somebody's not self-aware, sometimes you have to point it out to them. She's not. She wasn't self-aware
very
about
self-aware. I
when
ain't
she
gonna
was
hold you.
passionate in that moment. Given that, it's just like she wasn't self-aware of
I
where
think she was
came
aware
from
of
in
her
that
work
moment.
ethic and
I think she's
everything.
aware she
I
just
think she
doesn't
was aware of everything.
I think she's aware. She just don't give a fuck.
Or
Yeah,
well, it
she
could be
was
that
over
too.
it.
I think she's
It
fully
could be that
aware,
too.
bro. I
She
think
don't
she's
care
fully
about
aware.
us.
Because it's always
Yeah.
that
She knows
narrative
what
of like
it
how
is.
she started. Like,
Yeah.
Never gonna like her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
that's
I
all.
don't
I
think
think
she
that's
cares
all.
about it. I don't think
Yeah,
she
she's
cares.
fully aware.
She
It's
can't
not-
at this
She
point.
can't care.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
can't care. I don't think she
Yeah, that's
cares.
all.
if she cared, she's so fucking emotional, bro. If she really cared about this shit, like she
Yeah, I don't
would
think
just
she
be a
cares.
fucking wreck. Like
Yeah.
watching the show, I know y'all ain't watched Keeping Up with
I've
Kardashians,
No,
but
I've seen a couple of
that
them.
bitch is
They're kinda
fucking an
lit.
emotional fucking wreck. Like,
Shout out to this has been going viral recently too. Tell us what y'all think about Kim Kardashian as the messenger too. Well,
Yeah.
but